And we are back. We're up to our fourth matchup of the week. It's another good one, a really good one, actually. We got our boy Black right here. He's taking on Slow Kevin, the boys. Is that still Kev's name or no?
Yeah.
Yep. He changed his picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eric Bischoff now?
Yep.
Good move by Kev. Kev's making some positive changes this year. I got to give it to him. Dude might be a little bit less dumb. I'm not going to say he's not dumb. Dude's definitely still dumb as shit. Can't wait to see him get smacked at the wedding. But he's maybe getting a little bit less dumb.
I don't know.
No?
I wouldn't agree with that.
Okay, all right. This is true. He looked a lot better at the draft than he did at the draft lottery. At the draft lottery, I thought he was going to die. I thought he was going to be
Yeah,
deceased.
we got to speak on that.
It looked pretty bad at both of you.
Kev, if you need help, reach out.
Yeah, we're all here for you, Everyone's been through it. There's numbers you can call. There's people you can talk to. Places you can go. You'll be all right, bud. All right, you'll get out of this, okay? But all right, I guess since Black's obviously gonna be a little bit biased, and we'll let him break down Kev's team, and me and you, Dan, can break down Black's team.
Sure.
So, who do you see from Black's team either making a difference, slipping up for him, maybe?
So I'll give you one each, and I guess they're pretty obvious. Tyreek Hill playing against Jacksonville. As much as I want to say is Jacksonville's going to lock him down, I just don't know. But there's a good chance he comes away with, just 80 yards, couple catches, no touchdown. But there's a good chance that he explodes. And I'll say Lev Bell, because who knows what he's going to do.
It's going to snap.
It's there's so many questions around these week one running backs.
Definitely.
That it's like that changes everything depending on what some of these guys do and if they play.
For Black, honestly, I like all three of his backs. I could even see.
Me too.
I know earlier in the week he said all three of them are going to score a touchdown. I definitely think they all could. I definitely see them all putting up real solid points. If they don't get touchdowns, I think they'll get 100 yards. I think Mark Ingram is, a lot of these guys got stuff to prove. Like Kerry Allen's his second year. I feel like he's going to come out frying. Lev Bell, he wants to show the Steelers they were wrong. He's with the Jets now. I definitely can see him coming out snapping. And I think Mark Ingram is a perfect fit for Baltimore. I could see him coming out snapping too. I like Kev's team a lot too, and he's got great running backs too. But personally, for me, I just think in week one, Black's team is set to go off, and I think he takes the W.
The only thing with Mark Ingram is that Baltimore never sticks with one running back.
But that's because they never really had any good running backs.
I guess so. I guess you're right there. So
when you got Alex Collins and shit playing back there, it's hard to stick with one guy.
Yeah. But Mark Ingram's 30, 31. What if you don't fit outside the same system?
Maybe you won't, but I don't know. I think he's a good fit there.
He's a workhorse.
He is a workhorse
run-heavy
back.
offense.
That's fact.
I ain't impressed by what I see. So let's see what you got to say about.
Let's hear it, Black.
All right. Well, obviously we know Patty Mahomes going to be slinging it. Nothing needs to be said there, but on the upside, who he is slinging to mostly should be Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
he's going to be shooting off. So, any points
Kelsey.
for? Yeah, you're right. But I'm talking about game changing impact. Travis Kelce definitely does have that. But
the big plays.
He's not on my team, so I like Tyreek Hill.
And he's on Wacky's team. So true. He's probably done this year.
He's tainted. Yeah,
he's
tainted.
probably done.
So he mushed them. So past that, you got Patty Mahomes. So, yeah, he's going to sling it. Mike Evans. Always put my trust in Mike Evans. He's a solid player. He's probably going to get his. Tyler Lockett. It's cool. Russell Wilson's going to do it all by himself, just like he normally does. Maybe Tyler Lockett gets open for 60, 80 yards, something like that. No touchdowns. But he is a good player, so I like him at the wide receiver too. Now, David Johnson and Todd Gurley, as long as them are alive and they can run the ball, going to put up points. Gotta like that duo running back. But like Duff said, I got some stuff to prove. Let's see where it goes. Vance McDonald, solid. Big Ben is a rapist, so he's getting the tainted ball from a rapist.
That's true.
So it could slip up.
Yeah, he's got
ball don't lie.
Since Heath Miller, their tight end's kind of been trash.
Heath Miller.
That's facts.
And for whatever reason, Danny likes him, but Mike Williams, I'm not too high on. He's boom or bust. 12, 13 points or 5.
If Danny likes him, he's definitely trash.
Definitely, yeah.
Keenan Allen's hurt.
And it's fuck New England's defense because they can't get the job done in the Super Bowl when the Eagles won 41-33
against a backup quarterback.
And they ran the Philly special. You just can't make this stuff up. So you can't trust the defense like that ever, because go Birds. But yeah, no, I like Kev's team. He's just not going to do it week one or anytime he sees me this year. Let's go.
So, who was your pick again for this one, Dan? Or did you not make your pick yet?
I didn't make a pick. This is
So me
tight.
and Black both are. Obviously, he's picking himself. I like Black in week 1 too. So it's 2 out. Are you going to do a sweep or are you going to give Kev?
I'm going with Kev.
I'm going with Kev. Yeah,
I think that you guys both have good benches too.
Who?
I think this is going to be tight, but I'm going to go with like a slight advantage over Kev because he's got Pat Mahomes. You know,
True.
dude might have 40 points week 1. Like he does shit like that. You know.
Yeah, but Black got Russell Wilson. He ain't no slouch, bro.
He ain't Pat Mahomes.
True. Hey, yeah, speaking of that, Mahomes does got a lot of shit to prove.
Yeah,
He got prove
did it 1 year.
He could do it again, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
we know Andy Reid's offense is very quarterback centric, very quarterback friendly.
Friendly, definitely.
Shout out Andy Reid.
Big Red.
Big Red. If you don't chew Big Red, fuck you, Dan.
He's essentially the Danny Emery of the NFL. You know, he always gets there, just can't finish it out.
Crazy.
But definitely got much more respect for Andy Reid than I do Danny Emery.
A lot of regular season
I wouldn't
success.
let my sons get all fucked up like that.
Oh, damn. Didn't dude
That's
just get
fucked
fired
up.
out in KC for that?
That's
Dan,
fucked up, bro.
Dan, we're going to have to issue an apology and shit off that one. Danny's going to get fired from the station.
Yeah.
All right.
I apologize to HR in advance. This is fucked up.
And then, matchup of the week, matchup of the season last season, the championship, the rematch. Tom Wilson, our defending champ, first the defending chump, Danny Emery, and the Clit, a.k.a. Cock Commanders. Dan, I guess we'll let, me and Black will cover your team, if you can call it that, and you can cover the man who defeated you last season in the chip, Tom One-Eye Wilson, baby. Also, shout out Tom. Congrats on the chip.
Yeah.
So, God, you get to the Tom first. Me and Black will
Well,
we'll try and pick someone who's gonna make an impact off your roster.
I like Tom's team a lot. He's got another championship team, I think. To be honest,
Yeah, you think so?
The only hole I see is Amari Cooper, and I guess it's just a biased opinion. But
That's what I said.
I love Nick Chubb. I think him and Baker are going to snap, and I think that PPR thing is going to come into play crazy in this game between Baker and Nick Chubb. But yeah, it's another team top to bottom that's really good. Michael Thomas probably going to snap. Joe Mixon, I guess he's the wild card here because I dealt with him for 2 years, and who knows how he's gonna be. He could come out for 4 points, could come out for, running back 1 numbers. And then Edelman, that's a great half PPR pick with Josh Gordon back. That helps out Edelman a lot, and my team's gonna have to put up, have to do well for themselves if they want some redemption,
I also got to say real quick, fuck Tommy for having Dallas' defense. That's definitely a crumb move. Honestly, no respect for that.
Got 2 Cowboys on his team.
It's true.
They got the whole starting defense, so you got 12 Cowboys.
12 good sacks. When I look at your roster, Dan, I don't think there's a player in fantasy in anyone's starting lineup this week worse than Jameis Winston. And you're not playing a kicker, so he's still the worst player on your starting lineup.
I don't think so. He's playing San Fran.
He is an absolute crumb bum, crab leg stealing,
Was Bruce
finger
Arians?
eating. Dude, he's a crow.
Dude, he's going to be... he might have 2 picks, 3 picks in that game, but he's going to throw the ball like 60 times.
If we're being honest here, I don't even know if I can judge this team because half of Danny's team is going to be on the waiver wire. He's going to pick up whole new people by week 1.
And also, it could be Kyler Murray week 1, so go ahead.
It's just...
The dude can't even see over the offensive line, but I would definitely rather have him in there than Jameis Winston.
Big facts.
I'd feel more comfortable with Jameis Winston starting in your kicker spot than at your quarterback spot.
Yeah. Receiver strong.
Yeah, definitely.
If AB can keep his head together.
You ain't heard about him in like a week or 2. He's good.
I don't know, bro. He lost like 2 grievances and shit.
He's good.
He's hurt, bro. He's hurting emotionally right now.
I'm looking at my team. My team looks really
Devontae's
good.
good, though. Devontae's good. AB's good if he's playing and adept. Dalvin Cook's solid. Chris Carson, bro. I'm not sold on him, man.
Me neither. Not sold on him
Another
at all.
team that just always goes in and out of running backs.
They run the ball more than any team in the league.
Yeah, but to be honest,
Who? Rashad Penny?
No, they switch it up all the time. You know how, what's his name is, fucking Carroll. Dude's a gum-chewing asshole.
Yeah, if they're on the 1 yard line, they'll definitely will not run the ball.
Yeah.
That's facts.
And if anything, 95% of their rushing yards this year are coming from Russell Wilson. Baby, let's go.
I gotta say, shout out to one of Mick's favorite players there, George Kittle at the tight end spot. Solid move.
Really good receivers all across
Yeah,
the team.
definitely. I like the Josh Jacobs pick. I know with the draft you said you felt you could reach on him a little bit, but I think he's due for a big year.
True.
You are like the John Gruden of the BFFL.
Yeah.
So
Knock if you're with me.
So
Mick, you getting in on this, Joe? George Kittle.
yeah, we'll see if Mick will make a pick.
George Kittle.
So while we're on the subject, anyone that you're eyeing up in that week 1 kicker spot, or you just kind of protest the league, take a knee, and not play a kicker?
I've thought about that. I'm gonna need him. I'm gonna need him playing against Donnie.
Yeah.
Maybe against Boost, I would not play a kicker. I really might do that this year. But no.
Yeah, imagine having a week where somebody disagrees to have no kicker.
I wish it would be like that every week. This is what I'm pushing for, everybody.
Set the precedent, then.
Now,
I mean, obviously both parties have to consent.
Sure. We'll see. That's a whole nother can of worms. But I wouldn't say who I was eyeing up. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's a kicker and a defense. Who really cares? Like, so if you have Justin Tucker or if you have Giorgio Tavecchio who can't make a kick, you know, it's going to be it's 7 or 8 points right there. You know, whatever.
Yeah, but there's elite kickers like there's elite running backs though.
That's fact.
Like there's some kickers that are good out there for double-digit points.
That we're getting taken in like the 8th, 9th round. I didn't take my first quarterback till like round 14.
But that's cool. But when you pick them, you know they're going to score a solid 10, 12 points.
I'll be there.
No, you
I'll
won't.
be there.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
Where did that come from?
All I know is now, because you said that, Gostkowski's not scoring less than 10 points every game this year. Guarantee it. Tom Brady's going to throw for like 500 touchdowns. I'm going to end up starting him. It's going to be wild.
I'll be there this year.
But they're going to not win the Super Bowl because the Birds are.
It's true.
Fuck you, Kev.
All right, so while we're talking about changing some rules, obviously you want to get rid of the kickers, but let's talk about the one big rule change this season. That's going to be the half-point PPR. How big of a difference do you think that guy is going to make this season?
Love it.
It's a world of a difference. It's a difference between, it could be 2 points a week. It could be 8 points.
Yeah.
It could be worth a touchdown at the end of the game. So it's going to be. Some people are going to find it weird, but I think this is perfect. I think this is the perfect format for this.
I'd say right now it'll definitely help Julio.
Yeah.
Because Julio getting like nothing in the red zone, at least get something to make up for getting 300 yards in a game or something crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's not. It might not win a game for you how regular PPR, but it just might.
Yeah,
it just might.
Some weeks it could be a deciding factor. And I think this league sometimes is kind of resistant to change, but I think it was a power move for the league moving to the
Listen, when it's coming down to the wire and it's Monday Night Football and you're down 1-2 points and they're just running that fast offense, that's gonna make for a wild moment.
Yeah. I like it. All right, real quick before we take another break, let's talk about Wacky. What's going on with your boy Wacky, Dan? I know you got a lot of insight on this one.
I don't know. I'm very happy for him. I'm happy.
He's happy.
I'm happy. He's happy.
He has a great job and a happy ass life.
That is also a scapegoat for him to not do well in the league, and I'm not buying it. He's just not good, and
it's a conspiracy,
he has something to fall back on.
Conspiracy, definitely.
Listen, I'm glad that this is his reason and not something else. So, like I said before, if he's happy, I'm happy.
You're happy, okay. Do you think he's giving up on the league already?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, as far I heard a rumor that he was running off with some kind of cattle. I don't know what it was, and he's fallen in love with her, and that's why something along those lines.
Okay.
Don't mark that in stone, but I heard it's something along those lines going on in Indiana.
Black, do you see Wacky having any impact on the league this year at all?
Yes, in a very negative light.
Negative way, okay.
Very negative light, unfortunately. He's already tried to test the integrity of the league one time.
He did challenge integrity.
Try to let everything go before the season happens, but he got taken on the chin. It's part of the game. These rumors that Danny's talking about, I'm not exactly sure what it's based on. I don't know the source.
We won't speculate.
Can't speak on it. Can't speculate. So we'll dead that for now. But